Today we're going to be making a really fun mini plain cake recipe, and here are the ingredients that we need. 3 tablespoons of milk, 5 tablespoons of cake flour, 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, and our last ingredient, 1 egg. So those are the ingredients, so let's get started. For my first step, I'll get my egg into a large bowl. To that, I'm going to add my vegetable oil. And then I'll add in all of my granulated sugar. Then I'll grab a whisk and just start whisking this all together. Just get this really mixed up well. And then to thin it out a little bit, just add in your milk. And then I'll add in the salt. And then we're going to sift in our flour. So I've got a sieve. I'll get my cake flour in there and our baking powder. And I am using cake flour in this recipe because it makes a more tender cake. And then for the last time, I'll grab my whisk and just mix everything really well. And this recipe here is enough for 1 cake, which I'll be showing you in a second, the little tin that we're going to use. And in case you're wondering, you could add vanilla into this. I would add about ½ teaspoon, so about 2.5 milliliters. So that's ready to go. On to our next step. The mold I'm using today is a little heart-shaped mold because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So this is a springform pan. It has a little clip here. And what I've done is I've lined mine with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you can simply put a little bit of oil in here, grease it up, and then put some flour, shake it around so that all the surfaces are covered and you're ready to go. So then we're just going to get our batter right into there. Okay, that's perfect. So now I'm going to pop my cake into my 350-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 30 minutes. So my cake has been sitting here for about 10 minutes. I baked it for a total of 30 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I just want to grab a little spatula and I just want to go around so that we get a clean break when I open this. It seems good. We'll just open up the little latch here, right open, and just check everything's good. And then we'll slowly get our cake out. And there we have it. I'm just going to check this. So it looks pretty good. So at this point, I am just going to let this completely cool, and then we're going to cut into it and finish it off. At this point, my cake has completely cooled. I'm just going to get my palette knife in the bottom. I just want to make sure I get a clean break, and then we'll just lift it off. And that's the magic of that parchment paper. Nothing sticks. So there's our little white cake ready to go. I'm going to grab a serrated knife and I just want to clean up the top. I'm going to just gently cut right through with a nice gentle sawing motion. And there we have it. And that looks really nice. Very, very nice and moist. You can see my finger when I press, how nicely it bounces back. And this cake has a really tender crumb because we used that cake flour. If you cannot find cake flour in your local grocery store, or it's too expensive, I do have a video on my channel which shows you how to make cake flour out of regular all-purpose flour. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut my cake through the middle because I do want to apply a little bit of vanilla buttercream to the inside. What I have here is some nice vanilla buttercream. I'm going to fill a piping bag and then I'm just going to do the filling for our little cake. Just before I do put it into the piping bag, I wanted to show you how nice this is and how fluffy this is. And as always, I'll always include links in the description box below my video for all of the things that I used in my video. So I've got my nice buttercream ready to go, and I am using a Wilton 1A tip in case you're wondering. Now whenever I look at a cake, I always look at the top. If it's not perfect in that shape, all I do is I flip it over because the inside usually has a better accurate shape, and that's what I'm looking for in this case. So that's good. So all I've done is just flipped over that top piece. And then we're just gonna load this up with a little bit of nice buttercream. And that's good, just like that. I'm just gonna grab my little palette knife and I'm just gonna quickly even this out. And that's good. We'll grab our upper piece and then get right over your cake so you can make sure that it looks perfect from the top. That looks good. For the last part of our video, I'm just going to pour a nice chocolate ganache right over the whole cake. One thing that I did want to mention is that I just went around and put a little bit more of that buttercream around just to make all of the edges really nice and smooth all the way around our cake. So I'm using a very simple chocolate ganache. This is equal parts chocolate to heavy cream, which is whipping cream, 35% cream, so a 1-to-1 ratio. I do have a recipe link underneath this video if you want to see how this was made. We'll just get our nice ganache all over and just let it drip down. And anything that goes into our bowl, we'll just reuse this. So just make sure all of your edges are done. And that looks good, just like that. So I'm just going to let this cool down a little bit and then I'll come back and we're going to finish the cake off. At this point, my chocolate has set up really nice and we're ready to go with our last step. With one of my chocolate molds, I have made a variety of little chocolate hearts that I can put on the top of my cake. Since our cake is chocolate, the chocolate one here will not contrast very well, so I thought I would go with one of the red ones. These two I poured into my mold and I made them a little bit thicker. These here are just a little bit thinner. These here look a little bit nicer to me. They look a little bit more delicate. I kind of like these ones better. I'm going to grab my knife and I'm just going to make a little slit in here. And then I'm going to grab this little heart. And this is a candy heart. I'm just going to pop that in. And there we have it. Doesn't that look cute? So I've just zoomed in a little bit just to show you this a little closer up. I always like to zoom in and show you a little bit more detail. That's a really fun cake to do and so easy. And in case you're wondering, I made this little chocolate heart with a Wilton chocolate mold. So let's cut into this and I'll show you what it looks like inside. Just grab a couple of forks here and just lift that out. I'm going to flip that around. Oh, that looks really good. Let's zoom in. So here we have our really nice cake interior. So we have that plain cake, then we have our nice buttercream in the middle, another layer of the cake, and then our really simple chocolate ganache on top. So I'll just put my fork through this just to show you how nice this cake is. Look at this. Ooh, I'm gonna have to try some. Oh, that's really good. This is a very rich cake with all of this stuff going on, so you only need a little piece. As always, anything that you saw me use in the video but I didn't actually make in this video, there'll be a link for it in the description box underneath this video in the text area. So that includes the buttercream frosting and also the chocolate ganache on the top. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you wish. That's it for today, and I'll see you next time.